everyone, and
Great
welcome to our
morning.
webinar. This is Mansour Abad speaking from JCYARED company. I will make a brief introduction about our company before starting our webinar. Welcome again. We are JCYARED company. We start in the market, we're in the market since 1860. In 2004, we established the Société Jean-Claude Yared. In 2010, JCYARED Offshore and JCYARED Iraq. In 2019, we start a group holding. We start operating in 2020 in Switzerland and in 2021 in France. And now we have operation in Saudi Arabia plus in Iraq. We are a mechanical supplier. We are a leader in the distribution of buildings materials. We supply valves, fittings, pipes, fans, boilers, all kinds of this stuff. Our purpose is to offer the best in class in building materials, oil and gas equipment, and service to our customers. This is what we do usually. As we have connection with all consultants or contractors, JCYARED, our existence in 2000 and our existence in 1860 in the market give us a good reputation, and our value is passion, innovation, customer focus, integrity, honesty. This is about why they work with us, with JCYARED. And this is our culture. We have customers and our clients directly. JCYARED team, about our service team, we provide our customers the service they expect from us to achieve client happiness. We are always here to assist. Our range of supply, we supply, like I've said before, steel pipes, valves, fittings, pumps, fans, heating systems, manhole covers, firefighting systems, groove fittings, iron pipes. This is our scope of supply. We have partnership with high-rated, reliable manufacturers from around the world. We have manufacturers from Russia, from Japan, Switzerland, from US, Germany, Italy, France. So we supply from many countries. Our presence, we operate now in France, in Ivory Coast, in Saudi Arabia, in Iraq, Lebanon, Switzerland. Our service and solution, we have services in oil and gas, in MEP firms, consulting or contracting, wholesale distribution, infrastructure, service industries. Some of our projects, like we said, we are a supplier, we are a mechanical supplier. We have many projects we did before. Some projects like Batmisic, AUB, Admir, Middle East Training Center, Laguna, Boab project. Now in Saudi Arabia, we've got two big projects, the Imam Habib Hospital project, Boulevard. We supply funds and pumps in these two big projects. As we have supplied before for oil and gas projects like Misan Oil in Basra in Iraq. We supplied steel pipes and valves. This is our scope of work. It's briefly about us. We're in the market, we're a leader in the market, and this is it. It's a very small introduction. Now let us discover together how to face challenges in difficult times with our guest speaker, Mr. Youssef Khoury, known as a +1 mentor for all his intellectual property training matters. Welcome, Mr. Youssef.
Great morning, everybody. And thank you, JCYARED, for your interest to share this webinar with your participants. And it's definitely about how to plan and scan 10+1 matters with full brain feedback so we can lead a more balanced and happy and successful life. And with that in mind, I'm going to ask you, are you interested to find out what are the 10+1 matters that will really help us to lead a higher productivity and have a more balanced, happy, successful life? I would like to see your answers in the chat box. So tell me if you are ready to do that. We have an hour and a half, and we are going to discover 10+1 matters that will help us to do that. Are you ready? Anthony is saying yes, and sure, and Ola, and everybody is ready. Excellent. It's about 10+1 matters. Farah, Carl, Hakeem, thank you very much. So everybody is ready. I'm going to take your word for it because We are not going to be just talking about the 10+1 matters. I want your commitment as of tomorrow to really start doing what it takes to really live a more happy, balanced, successful life, and plan and scan accordingly with full brain feedback. What are the 10+1 matters? There are 5 matters for a balanced life and 5 matters for a successful life, and a +1 that will make it all happen. And by the way, they all start with the letter F. You see, life is full of F words, but we are going to discover together the F words that really matters. So would you like me to start with the 5 for the balanced life or 5 for the successful life? It's up to you. What would you like? Let me see. I would like you to, okay, Ola is saying the balanced life. Anybody else? Okay, life first. Okay, we're gonna go with the balanced life first. You see, in order to have a balanced life, people all over the world, they agree that there are, at the beginning, top priorities, 3 major things that we need to take care of at the very beginning. People all over the world, in order to feel they are balanced, they have to take care of 3 things. And it's about time to look at these 3 things and put them in the right priority. We need to give time for what, and for what, or for whom and whom and whom do you think first? We need to give time for what? In order to feel balanced, in order to feel at peace, you need to give time for whom and whom and whom, or what and what and what. Also, I would like to see your answers in the chat box. In order to have a balanced life, in your opinion, you need to give time for whom and whom and whom, or you need to give time for what and what and what. Farah is saying time for me. Ola also time for me. What about everybody else? Okay, we have 15 participants. So I'm gonna wait for some more answers from other participants. I would like to hear your answers, just to make sure that we are all on the same wavelength and that we all agree. Because if you don't agree, okay, it's hard to apply it. Once you believe and you agree in what you are saying, then it's easier to apply. Okay. For what matters, we give priorities. Rita is saying we give our priority for what really matters. What do you think really matters first? And I'm not trying to be selfish, or I'm not trying to be, but in your opinion, Ola is saying I need to give time for me. Tony is saying work and family. And Farah is also saying time for me. Do you think it is me, work, family? Where do you think is the priority? Let's put them in the right priority. Is it me first, family first, or work first? Harut is saying me and family. Okay. Farah is saying me first. And to tell you the truth, I've been giving this workshop. It's a full day workshop. And today we're going to give it in an hour and a half, but you are going to really get the juice of it. And all over the world, when I ask people, for 22 years, I've been giving this workshop, and people agree that without being selfish, it is me first. Because if I don't take care of my time, and if I don't take care of myself, I will not be able to take care of the rest of, the family or even work. So yes, you are correct. Those who said me first, and without being selfish, we are talking about me so I can take care of the other people. But now, I don't want to say I want to give time for me just by saying it. Let's discuss together very quickly few tips. What can we do really so we can prove that we are doing and we are giving time for ourselves? What should we do in order to really take care of yourself? Also, people all over the world, they say there are 3 simple things that we can do on a daily basis so that we can really take care of ourselves. What do you think they are? What should we do to really take care of ourselves? You should do what? And you should do what? And you should do what? Also, I would like to see your answers in the chat box. Muhammad also in the question box said family. Okay. We are going to see if family is first. Well, now we agree that me is first, and we will see family. Where will family come? Is it second or third? Rita is saying we need to work out, meditate. Ola is saying also exercise. Okay, eat healthy, Anthony. Okay, physical and mental exercises. So you see, it's very simple. Today, we are going to make common sense common again. And we are going to say things and hopefully commit to those things that we are going to say and applying them and apply them if we are not applying them. So we can really live the balanced and happy, successful life. We are going to plan for it, scan for it, and really do it with full brain feedback. Okay. So like most of you have said, I need to exercise, I need to eat healthy, I need to meditate, I need to work out. So it's basically exercise, eat healthy, and definitely it goes without saying when we say we need to rest, it's about sleeping well. And they say we need to sleep around 6, 7, 8 hours on an average. So this is taking care of me. And it's not really hard to do. You know, just make sure that you sleep 6, 7, 8 hours a day. I know sometimes maybe you don't do that, but make sure it doesn't happen every time. Don't lose, okay, the sleeping time because you need it. Sleeping is energy, food is energy, and exercises will give you energy. And like a car, I mean, if we're gonna think about it with common sense, can I ask someone, you know, to drive me in a car from point A to point B, okay, without filling up gas first? Can you go from point A to point B on an empty tank of gas? Can you? Show me your answers on the chat box. Of course not. Okay. I like this OFC. Of course not. Okay. That's something new to hear. So it is of course not. We cannot. So why are we going to expect ourselves to go from, you know, to start doing, you know, all our tasks that we have for the day and go from one thing to another, from one task to another on an empty energy tank? We need to fill up the energy. And in order to fill up energy from the morning, okay, from the first thing when you wake up, okay, try to, I know many people, they wake up, they put the alarm and they try to wake up because of, you know, the alarm is sounding, is going off. And if you are like many people who I gave this workshop to, and they told me when the alarm goes off, the first thing that you do is what? When the alarm goes off, what do you do the first thing? A snooze. You see? Exactly. You snooze. Okay. You see, and they say, if you snooze, you lose. Okay. And usually people will snooze and they say, oh no, I want to go back to sleep, and they want to go back and sleep. But you told me when I first asked you, when we started this webinar, I asked you, do you want to lead a happy and successful and balanced life? And you said yes. So how can we lead a successful, happy life if we are starting our day going back and saying, oh no, and nagging and not feeling happy? So we are going to, I know some people will say I'm faking it, but it's not really faking it. I'm going to be happy by choice. I'm going to, in the morning when the alarm goes off, instead of saying, oh no, I want to go back, I'm going to say, oh yes, and I'm going to go forward. I know it sounds crazy, but it is crazy by choice. It is me saying to myself, I want to be happy and energetic by choice. Okay? Fake it until you make it. Exactly, Rita. But again, I like to, because some people say faking it is not real. I'm going to live it with reality. I'm going to say, I know I would have loved to go, you know, and sleep, to have more time to sleep, but it's time now for me to start my day. So I'm going to be happy by choice. I'm going to start my day saying, oh yes. And the thing is, when you say, oh yes, with this attitude, I know automatically a smile is going to, you know, be on your face. You are going to smile somehow, because somehow you're saying, what am I saying to myself? I know in reality I would like to go back to sleep, but okay, let's see what else I can do. And when you say the oh yes and you smile and you say I want to go forward, and by the way, the 4 words I want you to do tomorrow are the 4 words are the 1, 2, 3, 4. So tomorrow when the alarm goes off, say oh yes and put a smile on your face and go 4 words, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in bed, you know, just sit next to the bed and start doing some moving exercises, some 5 minutes. Instead of losing and snoozing 5 minutes, I want you to gain 5 minutes exercising. If you have more than 5 minutes, That's even great. Exercise for 10 minutes. Jump next to your bed, okay, get yourself some energy, and then hop in the shower and get ready for work. Let me see how many people are going to do the, oh yes, I'm going to go 4 words tomorrow, and the 4 words are 1, 2, 3, 4 with a smile on your face. How many people are going to do that? Show me in the chat box. Say me, 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 me. This is my daily breakfast. Excellent, excellent, Anthony. Farah, I will. Ola, I will. Okay, Anthony, of course. Everybody, Rita, Mark, excellent, wonderful. So tomorrow, okay, just go, oh yes, by choice, and be happy and do the 4, the 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise. Now, I'm sure if you are living with your family, the rest of your family are going to say, what happened today? What's going on? What is happening? So what are you going to do when people in your family are going to ask you, what are you doing this morning? Jumping and doing all of this like a crazy man or a crazy woman. What are you going to do? Are you going to stop, or you are going to do something else? Let me see your answer also in the chat box. Okay, Harut, try. Okay, just do it. Don't tell me I'm gonna try. Just tell me I'm gonna do it. And by the way, if you do it, Harut, tomorrow, and send me take a snapshot or a selfie and send it to me to my WhatsApp, to my mobile number. Okay, just do it tomorrow. Okay, Ola is saying tomorrow, if my friends and if my family are going to say, what's happening? What are you doing? Okay, I asked you, are you going to stop or are you going to continue? Ola is saying, I will continue and I will invite them to join me. Thank you, Ola. And that's what I want you to do tomorrow. Instead of, stopping because other people are going to think, this is weird. What am I doing in the morning? Try to get them to join you for 5 minutes having fun with the family. And this is how you can also from the morning start to have some family time, also some happy time, some energetic time. And guess what? Especially the kids in your house, if they join you in the morning with some energy, jumping and running in the house for 5 minutes, it's going to get them some energy. And if they go to school, they will be more energetic, more awake, more happy because something different happened today. So they will be at school more awake, more absorbent. And trust me, when they come at night, in the afternoon, when they come home, they're going to tell you, today, it was a different day. I wasn't saying, oh my God, they woke me up in the morning and I was rushing to go in the bus or to get to school and nagging. Tomorrow, the day is going to be different. They're going to go home, go to school and come back home feeling happy, feeling energetic, feeling that something different happened today that put a smile on their face. And it made their brain more awake, more, absorbent, trying to get everything that the teacher was saying because they were happy. You see, the brain, when the brain is happy, you feel open brain. When your brain is, stressed and compressed because it is so stressed out, it is detached, the left brain from the right brain, and you don't really function full brain. So tomorrow, oh yes, start with 4 letters, with the 1, 2, 3, 4, with the going forward, join, let the family join you and have an excellent time for me and time for the family from the morning. And then when they go to school and you are going to work, and now it's time for priority number 3, work. And it starts with the letter F, because when we work for a reason. We work to take care of what? And it starts with the letter F. I would like to see your answers. We go to work to take care of what? And it starts with the letter F. Your answers are? I would like to see your answers. We go to work to take care of what? Okay, definitely the family. And I told you, we are already, taking care of the family and having fun with the family and building, some, positiveness, happy mood, exactly, Mark, okay? And Muhammad, we go to work so we can secure our future, and to secure our future, really, it's more financially related. So it is about taking care of our financials, okay? And to tell you the truth, and also I'm going to give you a tip during this webinar, okay, how to really take care of your financials. We're not just saying it, we are going to do it in order to take care of our financials and have a balanced financial sheet. You see, it's very easy. Whatever you make, if you spend more than what you make, are you in balance financially? What do you say? Definitely no, okay? Everybody is saying no. It's common sense. So let's, again, keep it simple. If I am making whatever I am making, in order for me from the start to really take care of my financials, I'm going to take automatically from the very beginning, 10% of whatever I make, 10% I put it aside. I'm going to tell you a very small story that happened to me. You see, I used to work in the USA at automotive companies, Chrysler and General Motors. And when I first joined, they gave me the paycheck. My boss, Mike Trumbo, said, your salary is going to be this much. And after a month, I got the salary and it was 10% less. I was, what's going on? I agreed that it's going to be more. So when I asked them, they said, oh, they should have told you that we put 10% in the saving fund. And I said, what saving fund? I need all of my salary. I needed 100%. And they said, it's for you, but we keep it aside and you can live with the 90%. It's okay. You see, in school, in the universities, I'm sure you know that, 90% is A. It's an A grade. So you are still living on an A standard. It took me a while, to figure it out and to accept it. And I was like fighting for it. And Mike said, Youssef, this is the system here. So don't waste your time fighting the system. Okay, the 10% is yours. We put it on the side and you have the 90% and you can live very, very good with the 90%. Don't worry. Later on, I started to realize, you see, if you have, for example, let's go on in a real life situation. If you have 2 water tanks, hot water tanks, okay, or if you have 1 water tank. Now, if you have 1 water tank, hot water tank, and the water, finished, the person using the water, is going to say, oh my God, the hot water is out. We don't have hot water, and everybody is going to be yelling and screaming and panicking because the hot water, is gone. They had only 1 water tank and all the water is gone. But if you take the same water amount and put it in 2 smaller water tanks, maybe one is 10%, one is 90%, maybe one is 50-50, whatever you want. But if you divide them into 2 and you are using one, the minute one finishes, okay, and you want to touch the other water tank, how do you use the second water tank? Do you use it openly or you are more careful? Common sense. What do you do? When you start using the second water tank, do you use it carefully or you keep opening up without caring? You use it wisely. Exactly. Thank you, Harut, Ula. Okay, I'm sure everybody else is saying the same thing, even though if you are not, I'm speaking fast so we can say a lot of things in the hour and a half. So definitely common sense says, if I have them in 2 different places, okay, like 10% and 90%, and I'm using the 90% of my salary, okay, the minute I finish the 90%, even if I have to touch the 10%, I will use the 10% very carefully. So from the very beginning, the fact that I have my financials divided into 10% aside and 90%, this is what I am going to spend. Keeping in mind, I'm still living a 90% A standard, and I'm gonna be using it very wisely, very carefully. And you know what? 1 month after the other, I realized that I was living at the 90% very good life, A standard life, and I didn't even touch the 10%. I was more in control of my financials and in my financial balance sheet without even touching the 10%. And 10% over 10% over 10% of my salary. Over 12 years I was working in USA, times 12 months every year. This 10% that I thought it's a small thing, it turned out to be a big thing later on. So again, my tip for you today, please, as of tomorrow, take 10% of whatever your salary is, and no matter how small or big it is, take 10%. If you can take more, it's even better. But at least take 10%, put it aside, and use the 90% for your, whatever you have, as life expenses or family and personal expenses. And I bet you the 10% is going to grow 1 month after another month. And when you find that, this 10%, maybe you can buy some gold, maybe you can do a small investment, you can grow it also without you knowing. 1 year after another, you will find it in the future, like, you told me, Muhammad, in the future, you are going to see this 10%. Now it's a big thing without you knowing. And you benefited from controlling your 90% very wisely and spending and living a standard. So I hope you guys will do this, okay, as of tomorrow. Take care of your fitness as of tomorrow. Say, oh yes, and do the 4, go forward. Take care of your family with a happy, good morning, a great morning attitude, okay, with the family, okay? And get some breakfast with the family, have some, some quality time with the family, okay, before you go to work. And when you go to work, okay, you took care of yourself, you took care of the family. So now you are more focused to take care of work. And instead of being late for work, everybody's going to see you coming in early, happy, energetic, saying good morning, everybody. And this is going to turn, the way you are dealing with people, even at work, it's going to turn it upside down to a much positive and a different positive outlook. So with that in mind, we have the 3 major F: fitness, family, and financials, that we know how we are going to take care of as of tomorrow. What do you think the number 4 is? In order to have a balanced life, I need to give time for whom? Number 4. I would like to see your answers also in the chat box. Ola is saying friends. Do you agree with Ola, everybody? Okay, Muhammad is saying yes. You see, wherever we go, okay, Harut is saying yes, wonderful. And that's really it, that's really what it is. In order to live a balanced life, I cannot live alone, okay? I'm going to be with my colleagues at work, but then also I have my friends and my relatives and, people around me, okay, that also will help me or are in my life, and hopefully they will help me to live a really happy and successful life. But I want you to be realistic. We all know that there are people in our life, they are so-called friends, but in reality, they are not real friends. They are not genuine friends. And if we really want to have, I want you to plan and scan, okay, with the 10+1 matters that we are going to talk about, to really have a balanced, happy, successful life, and do it with a full brain, okay, feedback. And starting tomorrow, or maybe starting today after this workshop, if you think about who are your really good friends, genuine friends, and who are the people who they make it sound like they are my friends, but I know deep down they are not my friends. They are jealous of me. They talk behind me. They really don't want me to succeed. Okay. So for these people, again, I wish I had more time to talk about it, but for these people, I want to tell you a very quick thing that we all know from the computer: control, alternate, delete. And if you want, control, alternate, shift, delete, and make sure that you delete these people from your life. Now, I know some people are going to say, but some people are so close to me, I cannot do that. I'm going to give them a full brain feedback, and I will show you how to do that. Talk to them openly. Send the feedback once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. But it will come to a point where you are going to say, enough is enough. These people are taking my time, wasting my energy. They are stabbing me in the back. I want to live. It's me. It's my right. I'm to live a happy, balanced, successful life. So it's up to me now to say, control, alternate, delete, bye-bye. And I want you to make that decision when you feel enough is enough. You are going to plan and scan accordingly, but the decision, the final decision is for you to just do it and really live a balanced, happy, successful life. Okay? Exactly. Toxic people will really, ruin our life. Okay? We want to be happy. We deserve it. Okay? And especially when we are doing things righteously. And these people are doing, things, those crazy things they are doing against us without any, with no rights. So I don't want you to feel bad to say enough is enough. At one point in time, you have to make that decision and say enough is enough. okay, and control, alternately delete those people out of your life. And this is how you really can be living, okay, a happy life. And this is what the final F word is in the balanced and happy life. It is to take time to have fun and enjoy everything that you have. Enjoy your life and be thankful what you have. And I'm going to tell you a very short story about having fun, okay, and be happy and be thankful. You see, this one guy, God gave him a lemon, and he was saying, "Oh, lemon, you gave me a lemon. Everybody else, you gave him, or you gave her, this big villa, this big house, this big salary, this big work, position. And for me, you gave me, this lemon." By the way, this story is from a book, if you like to read it. It's from a book called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. Very old book, but a wonderful book. In the book, Dale Carnegie says, if you have lemon, make lemonade. You see, this guy who God gave him the lemon, he kept nagging. And exactly, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. Thank you, Ola. And this guy, God gave him a lemon. So he started to nag and ask God, why just a lemon, only a lemon? The neighbor, you gave him so many else, so many different things, more expensive things. And me, you only gave me the lemon. He kept nagging for a week. The lemon got rotten and he was going to throw it out. And as he was going to throw it out outside the house, he saw his neighbor leaving his big villa, driving his big Cadillac and going, towing the car. And he started looking at his, neighbor and saying, wow, look at you. God loves you so much. He gave you all of this. You see, God does not love me as much. He only gave me this lemon. So the neighbor told him, my neighbor, God, like you, love me as much and love you as much. You see, and like you, God gave me first the lemon. He did not give me all of this first. God gave me first a lemon. And the difference between you and me is when I got the lemon, I was so happy and I was having fun with it. And I start exploring because you see, when you are having fun and you are not panicking and stressed out, when you are under stress, your brain shuts down. But when you are having fun, the brain is full brain operation. And this guy, he was so much happy and having fun with the lemon. And he said, God gave me this lemon. I'm sure God is great. He's going to give me something useful. There is no way he will give me something, that is not really to make me happy. So let me discover what is this, what can I do with this lemon? So he started turning the lemon upside down, back and forth. And then he said, well, maybe if I cut it, I'll see what's inside. So he cut the lemon, tasted it. It was a little bit bitter. He said, maybe if I add water, it won't be bitter because no way God will give me something that is bitter. God will give me something. You see, when you are happy, you find positiveness in everything. And this guy wanted to find something positive in the lemon. So he said, I'll squeeze it and add some water in it. Maybe it will not be as bitter. He squeezed it, added water, tasted it. He said, okay, it's a little bit bitter yet. Maybe if I add some sugar in it, it will be much better. And he added a little bit sugar. And as he was adding the sugar and trying it, another neighbor passed by. And he told him, hey, neighbor, what are you doing? He said, you see, God gave me the lemon and I am having fun with it. And I chopped it in half, squeezed it, added some water and some sugar. And I guess I made lemonade. Would you like to try? So the neighbor tried it. And it's like, wow, this is wonderful. You know what? I'll pay you if you do this and I'll buy it from you tomorrow. So he told him, okay. So he got some money from him, got lemons, chopped them, squeezed them, added water and sugar, sold it to the neighbor, and the neighbor gave it to his relatives and his friends, and they liked it. And he said, where did you get this from? And he told them from the guy on the other street. So they all came to him and started buying from it. So he told them, you see, God gave me the lemon and I made lemonade business out of it. You see, God gave you the lemon. What did you do with it? Nothing. You've been nagging for a week and now you are throwing it. From this story, I want you to also take a +1 story, that I added to it. You see, by correlation, God also, each one of us, if you remember, we have our fingerprints, correct? We each have a different fingerprint. And if we take our fingerprints and squeeze them as we are squeezing a lemon, and add some water from our really sweating, work and energy, and put some sweet in it from our positive attitude. And if we do this and give it to society, give it to people that we work with, give it to people around us are going to say, wow, I like to work with this person. He's always happy. She's always happy. And they are always thinking with full brain and creating and having fun with whatever they do. And you are going to see that, the doors are going to open for you to be really successful. And these are the 5 matters for the balanced life. Can we remember what they are together? If you please, just in the chat box, show me what are the 5 matters again for the balanced life that we are going to start from tomorrow. Be happy. The last one was have fun, and have fun by choice. Do it as your choice and do it +1 naturally. Okay. Fitness, family, finance, friends, and fun. Bravo, Rita. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. And I'm sure everybody, okay, you have those also, hopefully written down, or more than written down. I want you to have them in your mind and apply them as of tomorrow or as of today. Okay. Take care of your fitness. Take care of your family. I gave you small tips. It's not about when I say take care of your fitness, tomorrow start doing the 5 minutes workout and be positive from the morning, put a smile on your face, sleep well, eat healthy. Family time from the morning, be positive, be energetic, have a breakfast, small breakfast with the family. Financials, I told you, put 10% aside and control the 90% wisely, and invest the 10%, and 1 month after the other, you are going to see it as a big thing without you knowing. Friends, have genuine friends, and the people that are stabbing you, giving, at one point in time, you are going to make, hopefully soon, this decision to control, alternate, delete them out of your life and shift to a positive, different, group of people who are really genuine friends around you, and have fun and enjoy life with everything that you have. That is a good thing. Look at the positive side in everything that happens and add to it some of your +1 with your energy, with your sweetheart, and you are going to be really a person that people like to be around you. They would like to work with you. They would like to offer you a job. They would like to, work with you, and you are going to see that these are really the key elements, the key matters for success. Do we all agree? Cheers for that. Anthony, thank you very much. Now, Rita, yes, everybody, okay, yes. Wonderful. And again, I tell you, hopefully tomorrow, at the end of the webinar, we are going to share my mobile number. And really, I would be, so happy to hear from you tomorrow, telling me that you really took care of your, 5 matters for the balanced life. Take some, photos, send me some photos with a smile on your face with the family, and especially do the 10% on the side and start controlling your financials. Control, alternate, delete also people who are really giving you some hard time. Now, let's take a look at having the successful life. 5 matters for a successful life. And they are also going to start with the letter F. And to tell you the truth, in order to be successful, there is something very important that we all need to have in order to really build on it all my success. In order for me to be successful, I have to have what in myself? Thank you, Rita. Okay, I have to have faith in myself, and I have to have faith that it is going to happen. You see, again, like I gave you little tips for fitness and family and finance, and I'm going to give you a little tip about building faith in yourself. I'm sure you know it, but I'm going to tell you and reassure you that over 22 years, I've been doing this all over the world, and people will tell me the same thing. So it is really the #1 ingredient to have faith and confidence in yourself is to do what? To have faith in yourself, to have confidence in yourself. What do you need to do over and over and over and continuously? What should you do? Tell me, what's the tip? In order to have confidence in myself, what should I do and repeatedly do positive affirmation. How? I want you to tell me something that I can really do it, see it. Okay? What do you do to really reassure yourself that this is going to work? Believe me, trust me, have faith in it. It's gonna work because what? Tell myself every day that I can do it. But how? I want to see the proof that it can work. Where do you see the proof that it can work? Where do you see the roadmap? Try it. It's gonna come next. Okay? Before I try it, I have to know how to do it. And how do I find out how to do it with faith? Okay, now I know before planning. Everything that you are saying is going to come the next step. Trying is next and planning is next. But how do I develop faith in myself? What are we doing now in the workshop? Why is the workshop? What's the workshop giving you? This webinar, what is it giving you? Learning, exactly. You see, now it's so easy to have confidence because I read about it, I heard about it, I saw it, I attended a workshop, I read a book, I Googled it. Okay, so if you know that, people are not better than you, people are doing something better than you. Maybe you don't know how to do it, go learn how to do it, Google it, and you will do it with a +1 and even better. And this is how I develop faith in myself, by telling myself, people are not better than me. People are, they know something more that I did not know. They did it. I'm going to go and learn and do it even better. So learn, okay? Read, Google, ask people around you at work. Tell him, you do this in half an hour. It takes me half a day. How do you do it in half an hour? Okay? And I have faith in myself that I'm going to learn it and do it even better. Don't say, I cannot do it. No, like you said, I'm going to affirm myself, positive affirmation and talk to myself positively with faith that I can do it if I learn it, and I'm going to go and learn it. And when I go ask someone, and if they don't want to teach me, I go ask somebody else. Always look for a +1. Never be stuck. And this is how we are going to find out the +1. So learn. Now, when I learn and I have faith, I'm sure when I want to try it for the first time, I am going to be afraid. But I have faith also, not only in me and in my knowledge. I want you to have faith in God, that God is going to do the rest. So don't be afraid to try, like Anthony said. I'm going to try it. I know it, and I'm going to try it. Trying it is the #1 step also towards success. I'm going to start trying it. But to try it without fear, I'm going to learn to do my best and trust God, have faith in God to do the rest. As always, I add my +1 and I tell people, do your best, +1, with a wide smile and full brain feedback so you can have a full brain operation. And trust God, have faith in God to do the rest, +1 and even more. But God will do it at His right time. So don't panic if it doesn't happen now. Don't be upset if it doesn't happen now. Don't be unhappy if it doesn't happen now. I want you to always be happy. Say, okay, I am doing my best and +1. I will keep learning. I will keep trying, and I will keep trusting God to do the rest, +1 at His right time. And in the process, you are learning and trying more and more. So have faith in yourself and have faith in God, and learn everything that you want to succeed in. Okay? Amen, Anthony. Thank you. So now we are learning so many things at JCYARED, at work, at maybe some hobbies. You go and learn. But can we do everything we learn at the same time at once? I learned A, B, C. I learned about X, Y, Z. Can I do A, B, C, X, Y, Z, all of them? Can I do them all at once? Definitely not. So now, if I take a look at my time, and if I want to really live a balanced, happy, successful life, I want to give time for every single thing, but I want to give time when time is due. I want to do things at the right time. So when I start looking at things at the A, B, C, X, Y, Z, now I'm going to say, okay, so for now, which one is it that I need to do? Is it the A or the B? Is it the X or the Z? So as I am doing this, okay, I start to do what now? After faith in myself, I'm going to do what now? To really look at the A, B, C, X, Y, Z and start doing what? I'm giving you a tip. I'm giving you the hint. It starts with the letter F. I need to focus. Thank you very much, Rita. I need to focus. Which one deserves my time now? To have the balanced life, to really do it because I have to do it now, because it's time to do it now, because it is due now. Let's focus on which project I need to focus on. And when I focus on project A or on task A, for this task to be done successfully, common sense says, I cannot do all of it at once. I have to break it into pieces. And in order to do project A, I have to do A1, A2, A3, A4, and put them in steps. And when I put them in steps, I say A1, I need to do this morning. A2, maybe I'll do it in the afternoon. A3, I'll do it tomorrow morning. A4, maybe I will not have to do it myself. Maybe I will let it, I will give it to, Mansour to do it, or maybe Rita will do it, or maybe Ola will do it. You start looking at, so now, after having faith in myself that I can do it, people are not better than me, I'm going to do it with a +1. And I start to focus on the things that I need to be doing, okay, to be successful today and this week. When you start focusing on the things that you need to do, you start doing what next? Faith, focus, and next, someone told me, okay, Ola said plan, but I'm going to put the plan in an F word. And the plan in the F word is forecast a plan. So after focusing on the thing that we need to do today, I need to forecast a plan to do it. And when I forecast a plan, I break the project into small sub-projects and I say, okay, this needs to be done today, this tomorrow, this maybe someone else will help me doing it. You are forecasting the plan. And the forecasting the plan is done on paper. I want you to use a planner, any planner, just, have a planner to plan the work so you can see it. You see, when you see something, the brain will get all the details that you don't know about, okay, that you don't speak about. If I tell you Ferrari, okay, you don't just see, Ferrari, Ferrari, or whatever. You don't see this. When I tell you Ferrari, what do you see? You see all the details, okay? Can you tell me what do you see if I tell you Ferrari? Somebody chat, let me know. What do you see when I tell you the word Ferrari? Luxury, what else? Tell me something else. What color do you see the Ferrari? I didn't tell you about, the color, but here you go. Farah is saying red, okay? Beautiful, fast. Okay, do you see it convertible or not convertible? What color is the seat? You see now, I only told you Ferrari, and the brain is seeing all the different details, okay? Because when you start seeing something, the brain will put all the details in it. It's red, it's convertible, it's fast, it's beautiful, it's luxurious, it's black leather, black leather. You start seeing all the different details. So when you write something and you start seeing it, the brain is going to give you all the details. So I want you to plan on paper. Don't just say it's in my head, okay? In your head, you're not going to see the details, really, okay? When you write it down, you can see, okay, if your plan is going to fit or not. Now, faith in myself, read, learn, focus on the things that you need to do, forecast a plan, how to do it, and have it on paper so you can see it with all the details, how things are interacting with each other, how beautiful it is or not beautiful it is, what I need to do. And when you have the plan, am I going to just sit and watch it, or I want to do the plan? Thank you very much, Rita. It's fulfilling the plan now. Very good. Execute the plan. Okay. So now the number 4 F, word in success is fulfill the plan. I have faith in myself. I can do it, and God is going to help me to do it even with a +1. I'm focusing on the things I need to do. I forecasted a plan, and after I see it, I'm going to start fulfilling the plan. And we all know, as we are fulfilling the plan, are things going to happen 100% as planned? Definitely not, okay? No, okay? Harut is saying no. So when you start seeing things are not going as planned, we are going to do the number 5 in the F words for successful life. And what is that? When things are not going as planned, what are you going to do? Check, find a solution, Okay, exactly. We are going to find a solution, okay? And I'm going to show you how to find a solution, a full brain, smart solution. And we are going to do it with total full brain feedback. And that's why I'm going to have, as I am doing the plan, I'm going to gather, okay, the feedback. Hey guys, how is the plan going? Are we on track? Are we not on track? If I'm not asking the guys around me, I'm going to ask myself, hey, Youssef, okay, how are you doing on the plan? Okay, are you happy? Are you satisfied? Or should we look for plan B? Okay, do I need to find a solution? Are things okay or are things not okay? And I'm going to do this with a full brain feedback. Now, what's the full brain feedback? The full brain feedback is really about FEED. If you see, we wrote it down, capital F, capital E, and capital D. And this is going to help me when I'm planning to scan the 10+1 matters with a full brain feedback. And when I scan and do the feedback, I'm actually doing the following. And I want you to also write them down, okay, because I want you to, even though at the end I'm going to show you and share with you, if I call them the takeaway lessons from this webinar, it's going to be written, and given to you. But I would like you to write it down, because when you write it down, you record it with your own notes, with your own, words in it. Scan and do the feedback, the full brain feedback. You see, when I'm doing a scan regarding my plan to see if I'm on track or not, the SCAN, the S in scan is stop for a minute and communicate. The C is to communicate with myself and say, are things okay? Are we doing things right? Let's communicate with myself and with the team. When people tell me if we are on track or not on track, the A, what do you think the A will be? Okay, I stop for a minute, I communicate to see how things are going. And if they are telling me that we need to find a solution, what do you think the A will be? The A stands for what? Okay, exactly, analyze and act. We need to analyze and act. But the A, to tell you the truth, the A is to analyze. And when we start analyzing, I am telling, this is what happened. People will tell me, no, this is what happened. Between me and them, we start doing what? The N word is for what? When people are communicating and analyzing and giving and taking, so the N will be usually what? Negotiating how to act. Should we go for plan B or plan A or plan C or what? How to act accordingly. So this is the scan I want you to do with yourself, self-scan, and I want you to do with the team. When you start feeling, when you start seeing something that is not going as planned, don't waste too much time, because we want to lead high productivity without wasting time. And we want to be happy, and we want to be balanced, and we want to be successful. So we are going to do it with a scan and full brain feedback. So we'll stop, communicate, hey guys, what's going on? It looks like things are not going as planned. Let's analyze the situation, analyze and communicate and analyze and negotiate, what needs to be done. And as we are doing this, we are also going to do it with full brain FEED feedback. And I'm going to tell you a small story, okay, to gather, what the feedback, okay, FEED, which are the 4 elements of the brain, what are they? Let us imagine someone had an open brain surgery. And when they had an open brain surgery, after the surgery, they are in the intensive care unit. They have sensors all over their brain. The sensors are tied into a computer, and the computer is monitoring to make sure that all the areas of the brain are back into normal operation. And as we have the sensors tied into the computer, which sensor do you think will pick up the first, movement or some energy in the brain? Something is happening, the brain is back alive. Which area of the brain is usually the thing that is, the first thing that will tell you, I'm alive, I'm here, something is here, okay? Rita is saying fear, and fear has to do with what? It starts with the letter E because it's the E word, okay? On the FEED, it is part of the E. Fear has to do with what? And start with the letter E. Emotion. Thank you very much. Do you agree that it is fear or emotionally? It's how you feel. You are afraid, you are concerned, something's happening. And this is how the brain reacts, and believe it or not, and I'm going to tell you, the emotion, okay? If you are sleeping, if I want to put aside the person who is in coma or in the intensive care unit, when we are sleeping, we don't really feel or we are sleeping. We're not, what makes us awake is if I feel someone entering my room or feeling someone touching me, or I hear someone telling me, hey, Youssef, wake up. So if I hear or feel someone, I wake up. Same thing with the alarm, like we said, we will be sleeping, not feeling anything in the room. And the minute the alarm goes off, I hear it, okay, I wake up. Or if someone touches me, feeling someone touching me, I wake up. So the emotional part in the brain is kicking off. That's the E part in the feedback, emotion. So back to the person who is in the intensive care unit, people around him, maybe family members, maybe the doctor, the nurses, they are talking, saying, we wish him, a quick recovery. He just had it was successful. But they will be talking, and maybe the person is not really hearing anything or feeling anything yet. But all of the sudden, at one point in time, someone is feeling, touching me or talking to me, and the brain will start hearing or feeling, this person, and the sensors will record something is active in the brain, in the emotional part of the brain, something is awake. And you can also see this even more by seeing the person smiling, okay? When he can start hearing some family members or feeling the family members, you can see a smile on his face or on her face. That's the emotional part of the brain waking up. And the minute, after the emotional part of the brain waking up, what do you think this person will do next? Remember, he is in coma, the eyes are closed, no movement. What do you think this person will do next? After feeling and hearing and putting a smile on his face, what do you think this person will try to do next? Also, I would like to see your, your answers in the chat box. The person is, okay, Tony is saying, opening the eyes correctly, okay? You open your eyes, and guess what? And I want you to really remember this story and share this story with people around you at work or at home. When the person opens his eyes, that's vision. And the minute he opens his eyes and you have the vision, another sensor will record that something else in the brain is working. And it is the vision part of the brain. Now, in management, when we talk about vision, when you say vision in management, are you talking past, present, or future? Definitely, we're talking about future. So there is an area in the brain now that is active, and it is the area that deals with future events, future expectations, future objectives and goals, and the dreams. This is the dreaming area of the brain. This is where you do the planning and what you want to do tomorrow and after tomorrow, and what you expect to happen and to achieve. This is another area of the brain. I call it the expectation, the E for expectation. So we have E for emotion part in the brain, and we have the E for the expectations part of the brain, the future expectation, the objectives, the goals. And now that I opened my eyes, the family members are so happy, and they start telling me, thank you, God, you are, you opened your eyes. Soon we are going to leave the hospital and we are going to go from here and start planning to do something together, going on vacation, maybe go visiting a country, a relative, do this, do that. And the more they are telling me about plans to do when I leave the hospital, the more my brain is interacting with them, and the more the sensor is telling me this future expectation part of the brain is active and working perfect. So now this is half part of my brain. The emotional part is working, and the emotional, the expectation, dream, future expectation, objectives, planning part of the brain is working. Everybody is happy, but there are other parts of the brain. You see, we know there are left brain and right brain. There is the upper brain and the lower brain. There are 4 major parts of the brain. We just discovered 2 of them: half brain operation, emotions and expectations, future dreams and future plans. There are the other half that we need to check. before the guy, the doctor will tell me you can leave the hospital. And these two other parts have to do with the F and the D. What do you think these parts are? Someone who had an open brain surgery, after that they can feel you, they are smiling, they can hear you, you are planning with them, and they are giving and taking with you regarding the plans and all of this. All of the sudden, it's gonna hit you. I'm sure something is gonna hit you, and you're going to say, well, hold on a minute. Let me check if this person who just had an open brain surgery, if this person is going to what, okay? So we can continue checking something to make sure that this person's full brain is back to normal. What do you check next? I would like you to, okay, if the person is moving, memory, and if they know me, exactly, Harut, bravo, okay, and everybody, Ola and Farah, and I'm sure everybody else is saying the same thing. This person who had an open brain surgery, does he remember me? Does she remember me? Okay, and memory part, does he remember who I am, my name? Does he remember when he was born? Does he remember, or does she remember her phone number? All of these, I call them the factual parts, the facts. That is the F in the brain, the full brain feedback. F for facts. Facts. What happened exactly? How what happened? When has this person is this person was born? What is his phone number and all of that? These factual parts of the brain. Do you remember? The memory part, the past part. Now, after knowing that this person is really remembering, now everybody is happy. Three parts, the major parts of the brain are working. Now the doctor will come in and will say, okay, before I do the release, I need to do one thing. And also, like Farah said, let me test if the person can move. So the doctor will start doing some with a D word, okay? The doctor will do what before they tell me you can leave the hospital, okay? They take the decision, okay? And the decision they are going to do, okay, Rita, like you said, bravo, Rita. The decision that the doctor is going to do is going to be done based on a full brain diagnostic also, okay? So he's going, the doctor, before telling me you can leave, the doctor is going to tell me, diagnose and tell me, Youssef, can you move like Ola, and Farah said, can you move your hand? Can you move your feet? Can you go and walk? So they're going to do some diagnostics, give me some directions to follow. And if I follow directions correctly, they will tell me the decision is done, you can leave. So I want you to remember those four major parts of the brain, okay? And every time you want to, you scan, you stop, you communicate, you analyze, and you negotiate, I want you to scan with full brain facts, emotions, your emotions, and the other person's emotions. I feel this is, going wrong. I am concerned. I would like to know, how do you feel about it? It was the expectation, okay? We were planning, and we were, the objective was, and we were expecting that we will do this and that, and it's not happening. So I am concerned. Talk about the expectation, talk about the emotions, back and forth, and check the facts. Tell the person, it was a fact that we agreed yesterday that you will do this by Tuesday at 3 o'clock, and it's not done. So I am concerned. And the fact is, we need to submit this report tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. So let's diagnose the situation and see what directions can we take to be on time, to meet the expectation on time, full brain, to go back on the plan and be successful accordingly. So what can we do? One direction is, maybe you can stay today, work till 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, I don't know, until you finish the work. Maybe you can come in early tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning if we need a couple hours, and finish it before 8 o'clock so we can submit it. So would you like direction 1 tonight or direction 2 tomorrow early in the morning? Let's make the decision. Every time you want to do a scan, make the scan, stop, communicate, analyze, and negotiate with full brain facts, full brain emotions, full brain expectation, repeat what you were expecting, and look at directions and decide accordingly. And this is how, okay, we will be really planning and scanning the 10+1 matters to really lead high productivity with a balanced, happy, successful life. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Great combination. Wonderful. Thank you. Now, how many F words did we cover so far? Can we repeat them all together, please? Okay, Rita is saying 10. Bravo, Rita, you're counting. But we told you today we are going to look at 10+1. What's the +1 F word? Now, let us repeat the 10. Harut is saying 11. We did not really say the 11th yet. I'm going to tell you the 11 very shortly. Okay, so far we covered 10 matters, 5 for the balanced life and 5 for a successful life. Okay, the 5 for the successful life: faith, focus, forecast, fulfill, and feedback. Okay, exactly. Faith, focus, forecast, fulfill, and feedback. And I want you to write feedback, capital F, capital E, capital E, capital D, back, so you can always remember FEED, the feedback, the 4 areas of the brain with facts, emotions, expectations, and direction. And the 5 for the balanced life. Remember what they are? If you can chat them for me, please. The 5 for the balanced life. We are going to start doing tomorrow. Okay, what are they? Take time for, and take time for, and take time for, and what are we going to start doing? Show me the 5 matters for the balanced life in the chat box. Fitness, family, financials, friends, and having fun. Excellent. Thank you, Rita. Okay. And I gave you a tip for each one, for the 5 matters for the balanced life and the 5 matters for the successful life. I gave you a small, simple tip that you can do. Nothing is going to stop you. Yet, some people will come and tell me, Youssef, I tried them, but something is stopping me. And I always say to myself, why are you stuck? What do you need to get unstuck? You need the +1. The +1 is really, it's also starting with the letter F, for you to be unstuck and always remind yourself of the 10 matters and act accordingly. Nothing should be stopping you. And you should try a +1 over a +1 over a +1 and keep doing things differently until you get your 10+1 matters all successfully done in balance, righteously. It is your life. It is your right to be happy, to be successful, to have time for yourself, to have time for your family, to have time with, dealing with your financials in a balanced way, and to have good friends and to have fun and be happy and be thankful to God. Okay. And when you feel stuck, I want you to be free and get yourself with all the freedom needed to get unstuck. So the +1 is the freedom to scan and apply the full brain feedback. Always remember, the key is to get yourself unstuck and get yourself free. We were created free people. I want you to be a free person righteously. And when you are, the +1, the freedom to scan. I used to, in my workshops, I used to do the scan dance. I used to call it the scan dance, whereby I say, stop, let's communicate what's going on, and let's analyze it, okay? Is it urgent? Is it not urgent? Is it important? Is it not important? So when I am analyzing, what's going on, I can negotiate accordingly. And I'm always doing it with full brain feedback. And when I am full brain, my brain, when it is full brain, I am not stressed out, I am not half brain, okay? I will always have a smile on my face. I will always have faith that things are maybe tough now, but with a +1, okay, I can make it better. With my colleagues, with the people around me, we can make it better. So always the +1 is the freedom to scan and apply the full brain feedback accordingly. That's the +1 that I want you to apply. The freedom to scan with full brain feedback. Okay, so now you know the 10+1 matters. for a balanced, happy, successful life. I would like to hear from you. What do you think about all of that? Are they very complicated? I'm asking you. Are they complicated? Definitely not. Definitely not. They are not complicated. Okay? And I'm going to say it. I really beg you, as of tomorrow, okay? I want you to do it. Just do it, like Nike, like Nike way, the Nike way. Just do it. Don't say, okay, they are not going to let me, or maybe my situation is different, I cannot. If you speak negative to yourself, you will not do it. It will only be, a workshop that we discuss 10+1 matters. It was all in writing. It is in the chat box and it stayed there. I don't want you to keep it in the chat box. I want you to apply everything that we did because it's not complicated. Like you said, I am going to take your word for it. Everyone said, Harut, Ola, Rita, Farah, everybody, you are all saying, this is not complicated. This is common sense. And all we need is to make common sense common again and start applying it tomorrow by choice. It is my choice tomorrow to wake up and instead of saying, oh no, I'm going to say, oh, chat it down, chat it down. Tomorrow it's going to be, oh yes, and go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, do with your exercises, jump in the house, and the people are going to tell you, what are you doing? You're going to tell them, join me. And tomorrow you are going to see something turning positively, as simple as it is. It is going to be so positive tomorrow. And you are going to have your breakfast and go to work. And you're not going to be late at work. And everybody is going to see you energetic. And everybody is going to see you, happy. And you are going to say good morning to everybody. And they're going to say, what's different today with this person? Smiling, energy, all of this. Where do you get this all from? And it's all getting from you making that decision. I'm going to apply, plan and scan and live the 10+1 matters with a full brain feedback. I have something to do for JCYARED. Okay, let me focus on it. Oh, but I cannot do it. I don't know how to do it. Hey, Youssef, have faith. Yes, you can do it. People are not better than you. People are doing something better than you. Go learn it and you will be able to do it. I want you to start applying everything we talked about today. Apply it tomorrow. Apply it from now. Okay? And start learning. What does it take to do this correctly? I learn it. I try it. If it didn't happen, I do my +1. I keep doing my best and God will do the rest. And I'm keep doing my +1 and God will do the rest +1 and even more. I want you to keep doing this and I wish you from the bottom of my heart all the best, +1, always. How about that? Okay. Ola is saying great. And Farah is saying amazing. Thank you, Farah. Thank you for Rita. Thank you for everybody. Thank you, JCYARED. Thank you for your trust. And I really, I keep myself available for you. My information is going to be shared with you. This is the takeaway, if you want, points that we covered today. The 5 balanced life, the 5 matters for the successful life, and the +1, the freedom to scan, and the motto that I like, my quotation that I like, plan and scan and do the best +1 you can, with the feedback matters, and my contact information. Feel free to WhatsApp me, feel free to email me, stay in touch. You can join me also on Facebook or LinkedIn, Youssef Khoury Matters, and on Instagram. I want you to stay in touch, and I wish you, again, from the bottom of my heart, all the best, +1 always. Plan and scan and do the best +1 you can. And trust me, God will do the rest, +1 and even more at his right time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Youssef. That was a great presentation. Actually, it wasn't a presentation, it was an inspiring content. If anyone has any question, please feel free to chat. And please, if you can take a moment to fill the following poll for better feedback, of course.
Do I have to fill out the poll also?
No need.
Well, to tell you the truth, even for me, it is reassuring with everything that that is happening around the world.
Yes, yes, yes.
For me, also, it is
Definitely, yes.
reassuring that everything I'm saying really,
Really
it's for me
matters.
again, another reassuring,
It really
that
matters. Yes.
it matters to stay positive and do your +1.
Always. Perfect. Okay. So thank you everyone for your
If
presence.
you don't mind, I would like to take a quick photo for everybody also.
Yes, yes, of course. The wide smile.
With a smile. All right.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And hopefully we will see you soon.
Hopefully. And I wish everybody a great day, a great week, a great weekend, and all the best +1 as always. Stay in touch.
Thank you. Thank you. Same to you. Ciao.
Ciao, bye-bye.